This is not nice. This is cold. Oh no, they're coming back. Well, we're getting close to being full. So today is Thursday. It's drying up really good too. Like really drying up. It's actually drying up really good. Could almost take the lawn tractor and grade in here pretty soon. Haven't heard a word from Marshall's yet. I saw Ashley. I talked to him. We just haven't got a confirmed day or rate yet. The water's flowing in here non-stop. Non-stop. So this is the creek that comes from that side, which is from all those bulrushes over there. Like I said, that's they got to trench that more. We got to trench that almost to the highway actually to drain that area. And then we're over this section. Man, when you're not used to the cooler air, whew, like a day like this in the winter would be like, whew, summertime. But right now, it's not. It feels nasty. Well, I'm wearing my winter hat. So, the dog's out here. He's, Doug, no running. I've got him off the leash, right? So he's like, he's going to hurt himself. Doug, come here. Cool it. He's all wound up. Oh, sorry. I got you pointed at the creek, and the dog's running around being like a fool. He's happy. He's happy. But, right. So, the water flowing right here. She's a pretty steady stream of water. Just non-stop flowing. Non-stop. And I want to get this trench farther up too, because I'm telling you, there's a mother lode of water to be hit. We just got to figure out where it's the mother lode is, because I'll walk over. I never show this to you, but like this area here, okay, is really wet. Like it never. Well, actually, all these trees are dead because it's so wet. It's just bulrushes that grows here. Because it's like a soaker hose. I'm trying to get that analogy for you guys. The ground is like a soaker hose. The water's coming up from somewhere in here. The creek is somewhere in this area, okay? But we don't know where it's coming up. But it's coming up somewhere in this area, and it's causing all this ground to be soaked, which is giving perfect conditions for bulrushes, which makes no sense because think about it. It's on a hill. Because look at there, that's lower ground, okay? So for bulrushes to grow on a hill has to mean there's water coming up from somewhere. Now we don't know where the water's coming up from, but like it just never stops flowing. Like it's just constantly coming out of the ground. This whole area is just nothing but water. So it's to find where it's coming from, but the problem is it's such nasty area to walk. It's unbelievable. It's really nasty. But so the only way we're going to do this to have any type of luck of draining this so that it drains and we can find the creek is it needs to be trenched. I need to trench roughly. It goes about from here. Well, we won't go all the way because it's too deep because it's like 300 feet to my property line. So probably about like another 100 feet, which would take the excavator 20 minutes to go through there and trench that. And then this trench we'll go that direction, and hopefully we're going to hit somewhere where we can get the water to flow faster, because it's the ground that's holding it back in this area here. So there's it's somewhere up here where the creek's coming through, which is giving us this flow of water. So but we gotta get Marshall's back here. I just gotta. They're Ashley. His dad was in meetings all day. That's why we don't have an answer on what the deal is. I think they're probably trying to figure out a new rate for the Duck Adventure, which I don't have a problem with. We just got to get them back here to finish this. Finish at least that big giant pile over there. Get the trenching a little better. So because right now the trenching's not that deep, and which could easily grow back over and fill back up, and then we won't have the flow. We got to get it so that it's stabilized here. Look at them. They're coming back over. Because I'm over here talking, they're coming back over. I got the camera pointing in the yard. Okay, so the reason of the stream is to see the water. And look at this, okay? Now, here's another thing, is that because of all the movement around, I guess, up here and disturbing the ground, is there's a new creek has appeared. Look at this. The water's coming out of the ground in a new place. And it doesn't, the water's never dug. Oh, the water, I'm not kidding you. I walked through the bush. It's all dry all through there. And out of nowhere, the ground is coming out of the ground. The water is just coming out of the ground right there, guys. That's exactly where the water, it just seeps out of the ground. That's where the water's coming from. It's I gotta get better trenching so we can get all the water. I want to make sure we catch all the water. The whole idea is to have as much flow coming through the pond, because if it comes through the pond, then we know we got flow. Doug, I'm talking to myself when I talk to that dog. I'm talking to myself. Okay, so water flow. What's happening here as far as the height is concerned? I'm looking. We got another foot to go. Maybe more. I wish I had a long stick. I'm looking around for a long stick. I might be able to get an idea here. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to set the camera up, staring at the ducks. I'm going to do a little foraging around here. I got to find a long stick, and we're going to get an idea of exactly how much water. I'm thinking it's looking like a foot before she starts flowing out of here. All right, I'm just going to set it here, okay? You're just going to get this for right now. Done. Okay, folks, I just discovered an apple tree. Unfortunately, it's right in the middle of the area that's got to go. But we got an apple tree. Here, there's Doug. It's an apple. You knock the camera over. Doug, you're like a bull in a china shop. Okay. An apple. It's got a couple more apples on the top of it. I've got an apple. I'm going to keep that apple. I'm going to eat it. Okay. The dog is not cooperating because he wants attention. So I found a stick that sort of will work. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna see if I can get this happening here. Okay, so it looks like, I don't know if you can see this, right there. So we need the dog to get out of the way. Look, I'm trying to do a demonstration here. Yeah, I love you too. See, you're all happy. Actually, you're untied. Okay, you're not in the water. So, maybe more. It might be 16 inches more water. I love you too, Dougie. Yeah, it's looking like 16 inches. So I'll give you a visual. The dog's really loving me here. It's like, oh, I'm untied. I love you for this. No, Doug doesn't like throwing sticks. He's not interested in that. But he's really interested in the apple in my hand. Okay, so give you an idea of where we're at here. So this is where the water used to drain out, okay, of this area. It's the lowest spot. So it's looking, if you look, the water line is going to be about there. Okay? So right from where we're at, we're talking 16 inches more. I don't think it's going to be filled Friday night. You know? I honestly don't think. Like, if you look at it from this angle, 16 inches is a lot of water. I'm thinking we could be, oh, look at him watching his ducks. I'm thinking this could take, I said Friday night. I'm thinking it's going to be Sunday before she's full. What kind of dog is Dougie? You should try Googling that, Garrett. Try that. What kind of dog is Doug? Just see what comes up. You might be shocked. He's a highly trained, he's gone through years of selective breeding to be the ultimate duck dog. He's got a little bit of poodle in him, yep, and pony. Let's look at him. Earlier today, he was up there at the garage, at the door, right up there, and he was laying in the sun watching the ducks in the pond. That's what he was doing. He likes the ducks in the pond, and I've noticed all the ducks are back in the pond. There's none in the yard. I have a stream going in the yard right now with no ducks in it. Just can't win, eh? I'm moving all the cameras around for the night, and the ducks come back to the pond. It's almost like I need a permanent camera at the pond. Unbelievable. The dog doesn't follow the script either. And of course, somebody's got to tell me there's a limping duck, and it's going to be so easy to find that one limping duck right now in that stream. Anyways, we're Sunday. We're Sunday before this is full. At least Sunday. Okay, so I got a stick. All right, so here's a stick. Here's the stick, okay? And this stick is, well, it's probably 5'10", and Doug's going to try to make it about 5'4" because he's chewing on it. But yeah, break that stick off, Doug. Yeah, the branch. I don't need the branch. You can have that. You can limb it right off, Doug. No, okay, that one you like that piece side, that side better? Okay, so this is about a 5'11" stick. Okay? It's about 5'11", all right? I must not be in the deep spot. Oh, this is the edge. What am I thinking? Yeah, this is the edge. The deep's out there. I'm not going out there. So it's about 5 feet, 4 feet in the center. In the center of it. I could actually walk around here, but I'm not walking around there because I know there's a couple soft spots. And I don't want to fall in a soft spot. But it's going to come up. Actually, right here. This should be water. Right here. Oh, the ducks are leaving now. A lot of surface area. Lots of surface area happening here. Yeah, it's going to be, but it's going to take a long time for the surface area. It's not going to be a lake. It's the Magoon. It's the Magoon. So we just got to wait for marshals to get back to us. No, the flow hasn't slowed down, Norm. But thanks for being so optimistic. So that was in water before. So actually, all these roots were in water. So that's got to go in water again. That's how close we are. So there's the edge. That's how high we are. You know? You think Monday? Oh, there'll be definitely frogs. There's already frogs. I saw frogs already. So, well, now we're talking Tuesday, Monday night. 12 days from the other day. What other day, Norm? Give me a date. You can't just say 12 days. Oh, it'll be in 12 days. It'll be full. Yeah, it will be. No rain. No rain coming. Could be Monday, even Tuesday. I don't know. It's a lot of surface area. That's the thing, eh? As it fills, it's getting wider. So the last period is not going to be tomorrow. That's for sure. Oh, we got somebody from Russia. I don't know. I don't speak Russian. I'm sorry, Leonid. Monday at 5 p.m. Okay. So if Marshall's is here Monday digging it and it takes a sudden drop in the depth, then I guess all bets are off, right? Put balls in the pool for evaporation. This is not LA. Look at this. Swimming back and forth, eh? So they've been having fun today with it? Next Friday, Stephanie? October 6th? Actually, you know what? If Marshall's shows up here next, I shouldn't say if, they're gonna. I got to get them here. Bottom line, we got to finish off this job. It's it probably won't even be totally full by the time the Ducks leave. You know? You think Saturday will be full? I don't think so. I don't think. I honestly, this is my prediction. This is my prediction. Okay, my prediction is Tuesday morning. The water still won't be running by here. on the outflow. Tuesday morning. It might be right at the cresting at the edge, but when Marshall's comes here to start digging, this won't be, there will be no flow. Okay? You follow me? That's what I think. That's my prediction. That when Marshall's comes here Tuesday to dig, that this still won't be flowing. This is a lot of water to fill up the surface area. That's my prediction. You know? Yeah, and when when it overflows, it's going to flood the house because water goes uphill because of the gravity pulls the water up the hill. You got to be careful with that gravity thing. How deep will it be? Deep enough to get wet. Now they're getting out. Oh, I see. I should be able to walk over top of this. It should be hard enough now. A little bit soft. Oh, that's not bad. A lot of dirt up here. A lot of dirt. Ducks. So I'm thinking, yeah. It's still amazing how much water flows through here. You know, that's why this part of the property was always wet. But tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip back into town, and I'm going to actually, what I'll do is tomorrow morning, I'll whip into Marshall's and chat with them in person. But we still have a little while before that is wet again, because this is the outflow that we left. It's not going to be the end of the outflow. I'm thinking the outflow is going to be around this area somewhere, right around this area. We'll see when he starts excavating. Oh, look at this! All the ducks are coming over. Nobody's in the yard. They just keep coming back to the pond, eh? It's safe duck pond. See, I told you once the pond was close to the yard, they would just be constantly going to it. I told you it was too far away, and just nonstop, eh? Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They seem to love it, Inga. So I'm going to be making the big corporate decision tomorrow for the duck adventure, on whatever rate they give us. Worst case scenario is $110 an hour. That's the worst case scenario. And based on their digging and their length of day they work, they sort of work banker hours. As far as digging is concerned, that's the way they run their company. They don't believe in long days. I'm thinking. I'm just gonna tell them come and do it. And I'm thinking like the berm I'm standing on, like this berm right here, it's got to go. It's got to be pond. I'm just going to take another presumption here on the duck adventure. I don't know. Maybe I'll regret it. But I think honestly that this berm area, because it's so easy for this to be gone and just throw the dirt over there, like just that's it. And we just, you know, rent my own backhoe. Backhoe would never do this. And you can't rent 20-ton excavators. The biggest you can rent is 8-ton. As soon as you get to the 20-ton plus size, you got to have a license. Well, not a license, but you got to. Well, you do have to be a heavy equipment operator because nobody will rent it to you. Nobody. Well, I think. What do you guys think? Like, there's the pond, but this area. Do you think this should be pond? Like, you know, like that's the pond now, but I'm thinking the pond should be this. You know, because more ducks. You know, and then here's another idea. I'm having ideas. Okay, is that see the back of the pen? It'd be so easy to put fencing all the way around here, okay, just like I did earlier, to keep the ducks over here. You know, and we're definitely going to be putting fencing over there so the predators can't jump out. You know, and that way the ducks can stay here. You see it from all the different angles here. This is pretty. This is not bad. I should do this. I should do this during the day. That's the. And that way we we can still they can still go. We'll still do bursts to the lake because we got the back gate. To do the lake thing, but normally this area, and just destroy this area. You know, and then I can just put my little fence around the garden area. You know, and then the garden still happens. You know. That would be massive. Just I'll read this one here. It would be massive. You could. That would be massive. If they work as fast as they did with the Magoon, you could expect like $12,000. What, the bill to be 12,000? I don't think the bill would be 12,000. No. But my garden's still there, so I don't lose the garden. I just gotta make sure the garden's covered up so they can't get to it, as in a fence. Look at the dog watching the swamp, eh? Look at him working. He's so happy he's not on his anchor right now. We mostly have Bengal tigers here, Gregory. It's mostly the Bengal tigers, but Doug's had no problem with the Bengals. He can take them on, no problem. Don't be laugh. I'm serious, Gregory. That's what we have. We have Bengal tigers. They're the worst. No, it's too cold here, Peter, for elephants. Come on, everybody knows elephants can't do the winter, Peter. Norm, no matter where you put a pond, it can be anywhere. If a snapping turtle wants to get to it, it can. Snapping turtles migrate, Norm. I bet you're not aware of that, did you? They actually can travel huge distances to get to breeding grounds, to water. Like, they travel all over the place. No, whales are saltwater. This is freshwater. You guys don't know a lot about this stuff, do you? No lions, just tigers. The pink elephants, yeah, they're like the pink styrofoam. They're insulated. No problem, Norm. Just trying to keep everything straight here. Polar bears are farther north. We're all right here. Pink flamingos, yeah, they're weatherized too. They got the pink styrofoam. What is that? The Dow chemical stuff, the Dow pink insulation. You know the stuff. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's up here looking too. Dougie, we're gonna lose this magical spot we've got here. What precautions I'm thinking to keep turtles out? C4, Loretta. C4 and potentially dynamite. Oh, gunshot down in the lake. Doug, that's why Doug's close to me. No, minefields, Doug could get hurt. It's got to be controlled depth charges. We got to control it. Can't just have random charges going off without notice. They swim really close to the decoy ducks, and then they swim away from the decoy ducks. I don't get what's going on. Well, Dylan, the problem is, or Day, a great day, Day, and the problem is doing a watchtower where I am right now is going to be water, because this is the I'll show you. I'm on the berm. See, this is going to be dug out, like directly ahead of me. This is it. The only way I'm going to get the decoys out of there is, well, one, when we dig it bigger, the water level will go down. I can walk out there. Or two, I get the canoe. How will I fill the rest of the pond? Garden hoses. Lots of garden hoses. Build it on top of that area. What, where I'm standing? You're not listening. And since you're not listening, I'm not going to tell you again. A couple good garden hoses. It'll do her. I know what I could do. I could get those big trucks that come to fill your pools and your backyards. I could get those to come from town. We could fill it up. Get them to bring out chlorine fluoridated water. You know, from town. Leave the berm, make a waterfall. No. That means I got to pump water. The whole idea with the pond is not to be pumping. Septic people? For what? I don't know what we want septic people for. I don't understand the septic thing. I really want a septic truck here with the nice place or a drone view. The drone, I sold it. Okay, Doug, come here. Doug, come here. I'm going to kick you in the butt. Sit. Bad dog. He heard the gunshot. Sit. Got excited. Doug, I'm going to kick your butt right now. I'm going to kick your butt live on YouTube, and then Peter's going to come here, SPCA, and they're going to take you away, and you're going to have to go and live in a foster home. Sit. Thank you for being so responsive. And I got a camera up in the yard with no end of day with no ducks. I don't believe this. Oh, there's a couple ducks. Not a lot of ducks. According to YouTube, 8 people are watching and 75 thumbs up. That's what YouTube's telling me. That's the inspiration I have right now. 8 people and 75 thumbs up. This YouTube app is so broken. So this is it. I'm thinking it's going to be much longer. Like, I think we're not going to have any water flowing out of this thing until marshals come next week. Either Monday or Tuesday before the water starts flowing out of it. Which means there's going to be a lot more surface area. Because of the slopes, I bet you the water is going to be up to there. Going to be a lot of surface area. A lot of surface area. So we're nowhere close to what we thought. Any of us thought, except for Norm Barr. He said 12 days. He's probably the closest. That's what I'm thinking. Norm's the closest. Because technically 12 days will probably be it, because after it gets redug again and expanded, it's going to be 12 days to fill it. And then we're going to have the fall rain, and then the fall rain will come and it'll get really wet, and then we'll have a rinse out. A lot of water will flow through for the fall, because we always get lots of rain in the fall. I'm really looking forward to the rain, even though we've had nothing but rain here all summer. But I want to see massive water flowing out of it, just to see, because now this will be the first time ever on this property that I have funneled all the water to leave in one spot. because it's always been like sort of spread out in this whole area here. The water flow is sort of like a giant basin, coming out. It's gonna be the first time it'll be like funneled. It might cut a path through the swamp as far as creeking is concerned. It might be a little more of a line going through instead of how in the spring, or actually when the really heavy rain comes, this area floods. We might actually get a cut. It might actually flow and cut through the swamp a little more. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Water has a tendency to cut a path when you concentrate it. So shock the water to kill the turtles as an electricity, like 220-volt type stuff. Electrocute the pond and fry everything in it. I don't know about that idea. You guys have some crazy ideas. Oh, ducks are getting out. We got the duck migration's happening here. They're leaving the pond. It's actually 240-volt technically is what it is. We say 220, but it's 240. Two 120-volt lines gives you 240. So you can say 240 and give her, but then you got to come up with a way to ground it all without blowing everything, Oh, everybody's getting out. It's over. I guess they saw me leaving. Oh, and there's Jonathan C. saying, "Hi, Matt." I don't have 380 here on this property. But if I jumped my transformer, if I jumped the transformer and came off the top of my power line, I could hit her with 7,000 volts. But I don't think Hydro would like that too much if I was jumping off the transformer. Just saying. You know what I mean? Doug, heel, heel. Heel, Doug. Heel. Heel. That's a good dog. I don't have three-phase on the property. I got a residential transformer. And the power line that's running off the highway, I only got a single line coming off. It's 7,000 volts. So I could go with 7,000 volts. Well, I don't know what the injured bill is. Like, did you stick the duck's head down a carburetor and it's got the end of it chewed off? Is that what you're talking for an injury? It's like, I've got an injured foot. How can you help me, doctor? Well, what is it? Broken? Sprained? Okay, we got a duck that can't get out of the water. What happened? Okay, this duck came down here on its own. Oh, we got a hurt duck. Okay, how did this duck get down here if it's hurt? Because there was no ducks down here, and they all. Do you see this, people? It's got a limp. There's a duck that needs to go to the hospital. Oh, now it's walking normal. Well, no, it's got a bit of a limp. Okay, the stragglers at the back end here. Oh, now the limp's going away. It's like had a kinked hip. Look at it. Now it's walking normal. How do you do that? How can you be gimp and then walk? But honestly, I want to catch it and put it in the hospital. Okay, Doug, stop. If you get in my way, I'm going to kick you live on YouTube. So don't even cross me right now. Doug. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay. Oh, I wish I had the net right now. It'd be so much easier to catch it. Okay, now where is it? Now it's walking without a limp. Okay, how does it keep doing this? Now it's got no limp and it's just mingled in with the rest of them. I can't win. I was going to catch that duck and put it in the hospital. Okay, Doug, I said heel, and you're cruising for a butt kicking. Heel. I'm not giving you a wiener for doing the job either. You just listen. He gives me the whatever yawn. Oh, you rotten dog. Rotten little dog. Oh, you. He's so happy to be off the leash, not dragging around the anchor. No, we just lost focus because it's getting too dark. All right, so you gotta look at me. Embroidered oven mitt time. This dog. Look at him. You being a good dog now, Doug? Mm-hmm. You being a good dog? Hey, you're off the leash. No dragging an anchor around. Hey? But any moment you could be a bad dog and do some duck bowling. Any moment. If I don't lose it with you, keep an eye on you. Mm-hmm. Okay, stay close. Just be good. Okay. Unfortunately, because of the autofocus and the light levels we're dealing with right now, you're getting my oven mitten face. Embroidered though. It's embroidered. And the dog, he wants to go. Okay, let's try the focus again here. See if this works. See how long it stays in focus. I can't tell because I got my glasses off. It's blurry to me right now, so I don't even know if I'm in focus. Because I took my glasses off because my hope here was to catch the little duck that's having a hard time walking. But it's mingled back in now and I can't find it. You know the reason that duck's limping, eh? Does anyone know why that duck's limping? Does anybody know the answer to that question? Why the duck is limping this morning? Let me put my glasses on to see if we have any answers to the skill testing question of the evening. Yeah, Gregor, we all saw the duck limping, but we're trying to see if you have the intelligence to figure out, do you know why the duck is limping? Does anyone have an idea? A lot of people are giving me a lot of different input, but only a couple here are giving me a couple. No. Charlie Horse. That's it, Mindy. That's it. You nailed it. No. Fights. We've only had 2 people say the right answer so far. I can't believe this. Only 2 people. Oh, 3, 4, 5. 5 people so far. That's it. I really thought you guys would have a little more plugged in to what's going on here. Well, you can't say what the cause was. You got to say what the action was. Okay, 7. The answer is freaking peaks. The fox at night causes freaking peaks, which causes a stampede, which causes ducks to get run over in the pen. Hence, this morning I had that brain fart that I have to come up with some kind of way of stopping the ducks from seeing the foxes and the coyotes at night from inside the pen. Is the only way we're going to stop this. And I have an idea on how to do this. Doug, get back here. Doug, and it's the cheapest way actually. And it's the most durable way, reusable way, and it's not going to get wrecked. A lot of people have been sending me links to like patio covers, patio blinds, privacy curtains, shade cloth, shade curtains, privacy netting, privacy screens, all kinds of different things. But nobody thought of one thing. What do geese like to do? There's another question for tonight. What do geese like to do? No, tarps won't work. No, come on, guys. Well, untying things, nibble, nibble. Oh yeah, we got some people that are right on the ball here. Nibble. And what do they do when they nibble? They rip at stuff. And they destroy things and they pick at things. And ducks do it too, but not as bad as geese. Ducks will do it. They'll nibble, 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 nibble. The only way I can figure out how to do this that it doesn't get destroyed is coroplast. So basically a sheet of coroplast, it's 8 feet long and it's 4 feet tall. It's higher than I like. I don't like the 4 foot tall, but it's like I'm not cutting it down because it's really like three feet's the ideal. 4 will work, but coroplast. So a sheet of coroplast, last time I checked, was like at $12 for 8 feet. So, and the pen is 130 by 70 by 130. So that's a 270. I think it's 300 feet. Yeah, it's 300 feet of wire. 300 feet of wire. Someone do the math. 300 feet divided by 8 times $15. Someone do that. 300 divided by 8 times $15. See who comes up with the answer. $562.50. There you go. 10 mil plastic won't work. You guys don't know what a goose can do. Do you know what okay. How do you attach the 10 mil plastic to the wire on the inside? How do you do that? That's the thing, is you got to attach it. You know? Tests and math. That's what I do here. I test people, keep you on the ball. But like honestly, how I'm doing? Oh, that works better, eh? I'm staying in focus. Hot glue. All right, now we're being silly. The 10 mil plastic cable ties will rip right through it. Coroplast, you can use tie wraps, cable ties. But you got to do it on the inside. It's got to be done on the inside. Because on the outside, if you put plastic down here, and I'll show you, because you put the coroplast right here, then that would be an insulator, and then they could climb this here. See, that's electric wire. Then it'd be no good. So the coroplast has got to be on the inside, and then you just attach it. 2 people, 1 person inside, 1 person outside. You punch holes through, you put the cable types through, zip, 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 done. And then you got a barrier, and then the ducks can't see anything. And then if they don't see anything, they don't freak. And it's hard, and it's easy to take down and store for the winter. You can take it off in the winter time because winter's hard on coroplast, and you just put it back up in the summertime. Simple as that. It's so simple, it's ridiculous. Exactly, Inga. And here's the thing, guys. This is the important part, okay? I'm trying really hard to keep the ducks in the picture so you don't have to look at my mitten face. Embroidered over mitten face, to be exact. The pen's 10,000 square feet. It's lots big for more ducks, okay? Lots big for more ducks. But with the current situation, with the problem we have with the freaking pekin, the problem is all the ducks stay in this area in a big clump. You see, if you watch the bathtub stream, how they stay in the big clump right here, and that's how we get the hurt ducks. And the rest of the pen is empty. There's not a duck in the pen. You look around the rest of the pen, there's nobody in the pen. Well, you watch the feeder stream and how it's empty. But if there was the coroplast went all the way around, there was a 4 foot barrier that the ducks couldn't see outside and the predators couldn't freak them out, you got 10,000 square feet. So based on 10,000 square feet, you can have 2,000 ducks in that pen at night sleeping because every duck would have 5 square feet to sleep. Okay? 5 square feet to sleep. A 2 foot by 2.5 foot area to sleep. That's tons of room for a duck because they love sleeping on top of each other. So geotextile is strong and quite cheap. And where do I get geotextile? Send me a link. Everybody's got ideas, but nobody sends me links. I say that a lot. Send me the link, never hear from it. They just love chatting garbage in the comment section, but they never send me a link to this stuff. Some people send me links, but not many people, honestly. Hardly ever. Everybody's got ideas, but nobody can send me a link. What's the idea you think where it's leading to? This is for next year. It's not for this year. Walmart. Nothing at Walmart can withstand a goose. Oh my. Come on. One of the ducks going in. Doug! Oh, Doug! Doug! No. Killdeers. I'm going down here to close the gates anyways. Are you alright, little duck? Oh no, do I got a hurt duck here? Dude, you got a bit of a limp, but see these limping ducks is from the fox freaking peaks at night. I gotta put this duck in the hospital. The limp's a little bit more than I like. It's a stampede victim. I fed our little Alice today. I gave her her vitamin injection and food. She's outside. I'll turn the camera around so you can see the little girl that I just grabbed. Walking sideways, like I got ran over really bad in the pen. This freaking and peeking thing. It's like it's bothering me. I don't like it. It's just one is wearing me out. I was actually talking. That's weird. It hurts. It sounds like a. It sounded the way the duck echo. It sounded like it was in the back shed. I was like, "There's no way a duck could be in the back shed." Anyways, I was talking to a friend. I was talking to a friend's place. I told him I'm going through like some serious sleep deprivation because I haven't had any sleep since July because of this fox. I gotta kill the fox. It's the only thing. The fox has to die because I'm getting no sleep. But like, there's nothing cheaper than Coroplast, and it's reusable. I can move it. I can take it down. I can store it for the winter. And it's so easy, like do boom, and it's like, and then there's no way, that they can see anything, and then nobody gets no more stampedes because like the pen, like I said, it's 10,000 square feet, and like there's never any duck poop down this end. There's no duck poop down here. Like it's just they don't. The only time this gets used is in the mornings when they start walking around the pen, and if they can walk around this pen all night. They'd be spread out instead of look right now. They're all up there. They're all up there in a clump, and that's where they stay for the night. And it's because of the predators. So next year, I am not going to go through another summer like I've gone through this year. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I can't physically do it. I can't. You don't know what it's like to go through this much sleep deprivation that I've gone through. I don't even know what it's like to sleep. I think I've had since July, because this fox thing started in July, and I think that I've had less than 10 nights. That's it. 10 nights where I've slept, gone to bed, and woke up in the morning without being woken up. Multiple times. 3 months. 90 days. You people in this. So, putting earplugs in is like not cleaning the pen and, just throw some lime down. Oh, your house stinks. Just do some air freshener. Don't bother cleaning it. I've got to stop the freaking peak. Putting earplugs in isn't going to stop the ducks from getting stampede victims. I'm still going to hurt ducks. So what, ignorance is bliss? You know, put some earplugs in and then, oh, screw the ducks. Let them stampede by the fox, you know, running around the pen nonstop all night and have, you know, 2,000 ducks, you know, pounding themselves into the ground. You know? It doesn't work. I've got to fix the problem. The problem is freaking ducks. That's how you do it. You know? Masking the sound is one, it's not going to stop Doug from pouncing off the bed, and that's going to wake me up. All of a sudden I wake up and there's this dog pounces off the bed, you know, wanting to go outside to you know, chase around the house to get it. Okay, Magoo's here. I see Magoo. He's right here. There's the Magoo master. I just got to see where Stripper is. So masking the problem doesn't fix the problem. We need a solution to the problem. Is the problem. And I came up with a solution. We just got to figure out how to do it. But I'm thinking coroplast. This is the easy stuff. Then, you know, cutting it, everything's easy. Well, actually, the only thing I'd have to do is cut lengths. But I'm just wondering. I'm thinking maybe even there's little gaps might not be the end of the world. You know, like I'm thinking it doesn't even have to be. Like I think this might be 9 feet between the posts. I'm thinking it's 10 foot. Like what is really, like, you know, if it's 9 feet, what's 6 inches at each end? You know, a 6-inch gap. That is, you know, that isn't going to totally freak the ducks out. Like 6-inch gaps. I don't know. I'm going to measure. I'm going to do some measuring. I'm going to get the measuring tape out and measure. Because I don't think it has to be absolutely perfect. But I don't know where Strippers is. Man, it's cold. My hands are numb. Oh, yeah. Oh, there, man. Look at how fast they go in when Doug walks around, eh? They go right in real fast. Oh, we're going in the pen. Screw this being out here. I need a headlamp on. Because if I turn the camera on, you're not going to see anything. Doug, heel, heel, heel. Okay, now they're going in the little door because Doug's got them all screwed up. Doug, come on. Heel, right now. Pay attention. Oh, they're moving in quick. Look at this, right? Because Doug's out here with me. What a difference, eh, when the dog's with me. They're not screwing around tonight. Let's get in that pen. Where's that big dog? There's no lollygagging happening. Well, they're slowing down a little bit right now, but that's because Doug's behind me. Oh, these ones stopped. It's doing pretty good here. Okay, Doug's coming over. Wait, he's almost beside me. He's helping me. How many ducks left? Oh, look at that, eh? Doug's the answer. He's the solution to my problem at night. Find Stripper. Sign manufacturers? Why would I check sign manufacturers for? What, for coroplast? No, the best place is to go into Ottawa and go to the wholesale supplier. Buy it wholesale. Don't even go to a sign company. Go to a sign company, they got to mark it up. Doug, come here. I found the company that wholesales it. Doug, come here. Come here, you goof. You've been a good dog. How come? How come you've been a good dog? Sit. I found the sign. Well, it's actually what it is technically. Art supply house. Big art supply wholesalers. They supply the sign shops, is what I found out. My buddy, who's a retired sign guy, told me where to go. So I called him and I found a wholesale place. Oh, we're into low power mode. Okay, so I went down there. I phoned and I found the place where to go. Just got to go down with the truck and pick it up. And it's the cheapest. Well, it fluctuates. The price fluctuates based on the price of oil. When I phoned the very first time, it was $11, and then oil went to $140 a barrel, and it went up to like $16 or $18. But it all varies on the price of oil. But it was $11, and at once I phoned and it was like $9.62 if you bought 50 at a time, which is their bundle size. Oh, I just found some eggs that weren't here this morning. When did they lay those? I walked around here this morning and there was no eggs. But I just found 2 eggs. Looking for stripper. And 2 ducks just came over and charged me because I took their eggs. But like this whole area here, where I'm walking right now, at night, the ducks don't hang here. Well, you see them on the feeder stream, how fast they blow out of here when they are over here. So what happens is they're over here mingling, and everything's cool. Okay, now there's a dog running. And everything's cool, and then the fox charges over here, and then it's a freak out, and then nobody hangs over here. They all stay over there. Like right now, look at them. They're all in front of the building. And the problem is they can see the predators. And I have to solve this problem. I have to solve it so that this doesn't happen ever again. And I'm worried now because I don't see stripper anywhere. Okay, where is that little duck? Oh, I just found 2 more eggs, though. What's going on here, all these eggs? Because there was no eggs this morning. So I got 4 eggs now in my pocket. And an apple. 4 eggs and an apple. I'm doing pretty good, eh? But, okay, where's that little duck? Magoon. I gotta get the flashlight. Okay, I've never had it where it's this hard to find it. My eyes are really blurry tonight, though. Oh, no. The thing is, she was hanging around in the backyard today. I took her down to the Magoon, and then when I was at the house, she came back and she was underneath the clothesline stand. And that's the last place I saw her today, was at the clothesline stand. Hang on. Oh, that little duck. The back corner. Look at her. Man, I was worried sick. What are you doing back here? You rotten little duck. That had me freaked. Honestly did, because the last place I saw her was underneath the clothesline stand. I got a really bad feeling about this fox. I'm thinking, what if the fox decides to come here during the day and do one of the dart out of the bush tricks and grab a duck? We'd never know, because he would just be coming in, grab a duck and leave. And if I don't have a stream pointing in the right direction to capture it, we just wouldn't know. And the two ducks most likely get picked off that were sitting in the middle of the yard, Magoon and Stripper, because they're always sitting in the middle of the yard. And we would never know. It would just be gone. We'd be, Magoon and Stripper. Doug! Oh, man, he was like running right towards the camera. No. You're a bad dog. Bad. You want a beating? Do that again. No. He's all wound up. I hit the low battery warning again. He's all wound up. And he was running along the edge of the fence, mimicking what the fox does. Because he wants to go into the pen and be with ducks. And because I was in the pen without him, he's jealous. And all he wants to do is go into the pen. That's all he wants to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to end this because I'm down to like 10% power. And we know what happens. The Wi-Fi starts screwing up and then the stream screws up. So thanks for joining me. And I'll talk to you later. And I'll see you in the morning, actually.